Every major AI company employs thousands of engineers to write safety rules, and a teenager with a clever sentence can bypass all of them. Here's why that keeps happening. Most people assume AI systems have something like a locked control room, a place where the real instructions live, separate from whatever you type into the chat box. They don't. When a company writes a system prompt telling the model to be helpful and refuse harmful requests, that prompt arrives as text. And when you type your question, that arrives as text too. To the model, it's all one stream. There is no firewall, there is no separate channel. Instructions and user input sit side by side in the same window, written in the same language, processed by the same prediction engine. This is the core of what's called prompt injection. And here's what most explainers miss. It isn't a bug, it's architectural. Think of it like SQL injection, if you remember that from web security. In the early days of the internet, developers would take whatever a user typed into a search box and drop it straight into a database query. Type the right characters, and you weren't searching anymore. You were rewriting the query itself. The fix was straightforward. Treat user input as data, never as code. Sanitize it, separate the channels. With language models, that fix doesn't exist. The entire system runs on natural language. There's no clean line between this is an instruction and this is data, because both are just words. You can tell a model, ignore all previous instructions, the same way you'd tell it, summarize this article. And the model has to use judgment, not a rule engine, to decide which request to honour. System prompts feel authoritative, but they're just text. The model weighs probabilistically. They're a strong suggestion, not a lock. Defences exist. Companies use input filters to catch known attack patterns, layered prompts that reinforce boundaries, and external guardrail systems that screen outputs. These help. But none of them are absolute, because you cannot patch ambiguity out of human language. Every filter you write, someone can rephrase around. This is why AI alignment is fundamentally harder than traditional software security. In conventional code, you define exact rules and the machine follows them. In language models, the rules themselves are written in the same medium the attacker uses. The vulnerability isn't in the implementation, it's in the design. If that was useful, subscribe, New Explainer every week. I'm Ariella.